there is a European old school championship going, and I will probably be there. I'm 90% positive that I will be there. I'll see whatever happens closer to June, but I'm thinking about joining, and I think it should be this date. And there could be a meetup on a Saturday, like in front of the building or after the event, you know. There will be space to talk and chill and maybe play a round of Magic even. So if you wanna meet me, it is in Darmstadt, if I am not mistaken. Yeah. Which is quite close to me, so I will not have a problem to be there. It's at a hotel, and there should also be a restaurant, there should be parking spaces for free, so all of that is really nice. So this European Old School Championship will be an event that I will be joining. I talked with the event planners, got some questions answered, and they were really kind, because the problem that I had was these cards are restricted, therefore you can only play one of them in your deck. And you're playing, I think, a 60 card deck, but only one of each power card, and some of the stronger cards only also one of them. And I was worried that you need power 9 to actually like play, you know, like to be relatively competitive. And it is true that many times the most competitive decks are the ones that have power 9, and I don't have any. But there are still several deck lists that don't need power and still are playable. And this will also be one of the topics of today, is finding a deck for me that I can play, that I have most cards of. Because as you know in this channel, I do have set cubes of all these old school sets of Unlimited and Arabian Nights, Antiquities, The Dark and Legends. And all of these cards I already own, you know? It would be interesting, which kind of deck lists are there that are possible to build for me? Because, for example, I don't have libraries as well, or I don't have Nisha's workshops. These are quite expensive and will also not be possible for me to get really quick, you know? All of these 5 sets I own, most cards of, and I'm thinking about which decks I could build. Whoever is joining, let me know in the comments also, because then we could try to meet up at the event or just in front of the event or wherever you want to meet. I mean, not where, but like close to the event. Maybe just grab something to eat, you know, that could also be a possibility if you don't want to join. As I said, I talked with the people who planned this event. There's also an email address if you have questions. If this website, I will link in the description. It costs like around, I think, 20 bucks-ish, 17 euros or something, to be able to play at the event. And the entire money is used to give these 3 special guests their traveling costs and all the money they spend probably on eating and sleeping and stuff. And the rest is given to charity. This is such a nice thing. Like, it's not that, like, there are some prices, but most of the money goes to charity and like animal shelters or to like medical facilities. It was like a really nice thing there. And then I was like, okay, I should totally go just for the event, you know, just to meet people. Even if I lose every game, just a nice thing for charity. It's so interesting that you say First Strike is very handy, because in this deck list that you saw before, there's this Spitting Slug 3 times, which is a 2/4. And apparently, and I asked the organizer of the event, apparently a 2/4 First Strike for 2 mana every turn is great. And I find this so silly, because in today's standards, this is such a bad creature. I'll show it for everyone who doesn't know. Spitting Slug. This is such a bad card for today's standards. There. It gains First Strike, and whenever it's blocking or blocked and you didn't pay the 2, the entire opponent's team gets First Strike, which is so silly. Did they reward that? Yeah, whenever it becomes blocked or blocks, yeah, it triggers. Such a silly creature. And people pay $3.50, $4. on average for this. I'm thinking about getting this deck together here, because most of these I have. And I like the idea of the person who owned this deck to get the cards signed by everyone who played during an event. I would love to have this. Either a basic land or one of the cheaper cards. Obviously not the Chaos Orb or something too exciting. You're also positive that I should run the elf deck. Should we build it together? Should we see how far we get with that list? I would only play one Bayou because I only own one and no marks, and then add maybe 2 swamps and 2 forests. Maybe something like that, or 3 swamps and 1 forest. Most of the deck I have, only the ice storms would be expensive ones to get. And then I need to train. You know, I would like to see some more old school decks, digital also, matched up against me to train and see how these decks play out and what I should look out for. Let me get my cubes for a sec. It's the dark. That is antiquities. Ooh, that should be it, right? Are we through? Hurricane I still need. I forgot about Hurricane. Should we give it a try? Like, I mean, I'm still missing a couple cards. We can count how many we're missing. Let's go with the deck list as is on screen. Let's see. So we are starting with Llanowar Elves. Right. Only a few cards missing. So 2 elves, that's 2 cards. 1 sluggy, 3 ice storms. And that is it. Oh, then the 3 dervishes. So 9 cards are missing in total. That is really nice. 10 cards because I need 1 more relic barrier. 2 of these, 1 pixie. Then the 3 dervishes, which are missing, and then a city, tranquility, regrowth, and the rest. Yeah, I think so too. Should we just give it a spin and just shuffle up the cards and see what we draw, how it plays out? Just a couple of turns, just to see how it feels, cause it's cool that I now have a deck. You know, like I have an old school deck now, almost. Like 10 cards are missing. Should we do like a classical, like trigger warning? Oh. I feel bad for the Chaos Orb. 1 bridge shuffle. That cannot hurt, right? All of these people with their 10,000s of euros, dollars decks, who just slid them over the pavement. Okay, so I would keep this. Has 4 lands here, 1 of the factory workers here, and just a flyer and a scavenger folk. Looks solid. So let's go with the sprites first. Second turn. Oh, we have a Pendelhaven. How do you play this deck? Like, do you boost it and just go for attacks and play a scavenger folk? Like, how aggressive do you play? It's like a kind of a weenie kind of deck, right? Turn 3. The factory, do you go aggressive or do you keep it for blocking? Let's put this out. I could already crumble like a a Mox or something of an opponent, or here also, aggro elves. Let's play turn 4 pixies for 2, and obviously I attacked again, so that's already 6 damage turn 4, right? If they don't have a blocker, I could go with the 1/1. And then, interesting, this is a 2/1, the Argothian Pixies. We have a maze, interesting. Amazing. 8 damage. Okay, I'm out of cards now. I have a crumble and a land. I could just continue drawing and playing stuff down on the table. But let's shuffle up again and see what else we draw and what kind of turns. Should we do another bridge? Let's do another bridge shuffle for the microphone. And one for the camera to trigger some people. Let's see if I can do it like this. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was nice. They are double sleeved. Don't you worry, they will not get bent. They might get bent. Ouch, that hand hurts. Huh. Not the best, I'd say. No lands, not helpful. I'm happy that you're enjoying the shuffles. I did a whole video on shuffling stereotypes, and it was fun to shuffle cards without sleeves for that video. Oh, that was a little rough. And I think I triggered some people. But I did include trigger warning in the title. So people know what they're signing up for. Let's try one more. Oh yeah. It's when I learned from my dad, who also likes and liked to do magic tricks. And he also shuffled cards like that. Oh wow. Okay, still no ramp, but I mean we're gonna keep it, right? What do I put away? If I don't have a flying player, I guess I put this away and have 4 lands. Can still attack. I think that's fine. Going down to 6. Thing is, if I want to finish out a game, I could just deal X damage to all players and hope that I have more life than they do. But yeah, I would probably dump this card and keep the rest. Right? Man, these factories are beautiful. So let's dump the Hurricane, if you don't have anything against it, and start with a Scavenger Boy. And then, oh, I see a Pendle. And attack with the Pendle. Go for 2 damage. And then, what else do we have? A Strip Mine. Yucky. Let's do the Factory. I mean, the Strip Mine could destroy something. Ooh, we also have double red. Double green. Let's go like this. And have the boy. And then next turn. Let's go with the Factory. It does not have haste. I should have played the Factory before the Strip Mine, obviously. Then I could attack now. Okay, so what else? We could do this. We always have to keep 2 mana if we want to attack with the Slug or block. Or we just destroy a land if we want to. And then we attack with that. We have our elves. And then we have a Factory to attack with, and Scavenger Folk, probably? Or we keep it for blocks. Ooh, City in a Bottle. To wipe the board of all Arabian Night cards. So I'm at turn, what, 5-6-ish now? And now my hand is empty. Back in the day when my dad still played, he proxed a red and green land destruction deck. I don't remember if he ever played it against me, maybe once or twice. But like, land destruction really sucks. Like, especially for a child who wants to play. I was 7 back in the day, maybe 8. And I think that is another reason why he just proxied it and just tested it, and at some point was like, yeah, no, not gonna play it much more often. Ooh. Let's see what we get. Playable, I'd say. Right, we have those two. We can grow and hope for another land. Let's keep that and see where this hand goes. We play a forest and a scavvy. Then we draw another forest. Play a pixie and deal 1 damage. Turn 3. Do I play a factory or do I play a forest? I think I play the factory because I can attack next turn, and I play the sluggy next. And then again attack for 3 and go to 16 damage. 16 life. I will train and see what plays make sense and what don't. For example, playing the factory as fast as I can if I don't need the colored pips. It seems as if a Bayou would be helpful, but then again, I have the elves and I have not replaced a Bayou for a non-swamp, so I just didn't draw a Bayou. So that also seems fine. That is quite a bunch of damage. What's that? 2, 4. I have to pay 2. 2, 4, 6, 7 damage. 9 life points, right? And next turn, the opponent would be dead since I have a giant growth as well. So that's another 9. Was it 9? 7. And that is 10 damage. And opponent is squish. This is fun. I'll do one more round. Let's do one nice one. Oh, yeah. What do we have here? Okay. Still no elves. I am missing 2 Elves of Deep Shadow, so maybe that's one reason why we're not drawing any elves here. I mean, we don't have a green... Oh, we do have a green source. Okay, let's keep it. Let's keep it. Go with the factory first. Then we go with the pixies next. What else do we have? Oh, let's do scavvy and attack for 4. Turn 3. What is next? Did I make a mistake? Yeah. Turn 3 I could have played like this. Play the scavvy and then attack with the factory like that. And then turn 4 I play the forest and can attack with both. And that would be 7 damage. That would be 11 damage in total. Okay. So let's do another 7, go to 18 damage. With a giant growth, the opponent would be toast. And we do a scribby. No, we do a maze. We do a maze if people kill my creatures, you know. Or attack with a bigger one. Then we have that one. And then we GG. Very cool deck. Interesting. Interesting. Also, the factories are cool to play with. These are really pretty. I do like the fall season one as well. Nice. Pendelhaven, I need 2 more of. Oh, the Mind Twist. Oh boy, this is such a mean card. But in a 1-on-1, that is devastating. And then the Chaos Orb. I think I would call it quits here for today. This was a whole bunch of fun. Happy to now have an old school deck. Still need like 10 cards to finish out this deck, but we are somewhere, and I can already train a little. Yeah, I'll start to get the cards, order the cards. Hope you had fun. If you want to support me with some YouTube membership, you can do that, but you don't have to. Don't feel obligated, pressured, or anything. But if you would do that, I'm happy and thankful. We are finally at that goal of being monetized after 3 years, but now we go straight forward and reach the 2,000 subscriber goal. That will be the next big milestone. Have a good night, everyone. See you in another video, and bye-bye.